Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new around here, welcome. My name is Becca. I am a registered dietitian and I make lots of videos about nutrition and health and wellness and also some lifestyle videos as well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why diets, they don't work. I am a firm believer that every single body has a happy point or a happy range when it comes to, weight and body composition, and that is where your body likes to remain. It's where it functions best. However, we spend so much energy on trying to manipulate our bodies and tweak them and lose weight and change our body composition. So much time and energy. But here's the thing. It's not our fault. It's a fault of our society that we live in. We are constantly, on a daily basis, bombarded with images of, unrealistic images that aren't necessarily based, usually are not based in reality. And we're also always bombarded with, a new diet or a new workout regime that promises to not only change you physically, but make you happy. Now, all of that wrapped together, that's diet culture. And we are literally marinating in it and have been for years. I mentioned this in my Nutrition 101 for Calories video that 95% of diets fail, okay? 95% of diets fail. And the 5% of people who succeed on their diets most likely develop disordered eating patterns in order to maintain whatever success they have achieved. But you know what I think of that statistic? That statistic to me tells me that 100% of those people, they're not happy. Either they failed and they're unhappy that they failed their diet and didn't achieve their dream body, or they now have disordered eating patterns and are no longer living life and enjoying life to the fullest because they have disordered eating patterns, and therefore they're also on some level unhappy. So 100% of people who try and go on some kind of diet, they end up unhappy. Now, I want to make a quick note here that I am not referring to diets that people are on for medical reasons. For example, if you are a celiac or if you have diabetes, obviously you are on certain diets, for example, a gluten-free diet or a diabetic-friendly diet. You are on those for medical reasons. They are necessary. Those are not the diets I'm talking about. I am talking about just diet starts Monday, gonna start eating better and cut out XYZ so that I can look like whatever. Those are the kind of diets I'm referring to. Now, like I was saying earlier, every single body has kind of a predetermined shape, size, weight range that is going to be ideal for that specific body. Just like our hair color and eye color and all of that is genetically determined, so are our bodies for the most part. So when you look at it that way, I mean, you can understand why people are so unhappy with their bodies these days, and there's just so much hatred towards our bodies because diet culture is telling us to look a certain way. This body is the most desirable, whatever that even is. And 99% of people are not naturally going to fit, within those parameters and have, be able to maintain a body like that because it's unrealistic. All of our bodies are so different. So we need to change the game. We need to change the way that we look at ourselves and the way that we perceive, these messages from diet culture. Instead of trying to manipulate and, whittle away and force your body to fit this certain desirable body type, we need to, flip the script and start looking inward at our own bodies and figure out how we can nurture our own body the best, how we can make it the healthiest, happiest body it can be. But just because it's healthy and happy certainly does not mean it's going to fit into, diet culture parameters of what is a desirable body type. We have got to stop fighting our bodies. Our bodies are so smart and so intricate. We do not give them the credit that they deserve. We think that we can outsmart them and manipulate them, and if we just, follow this certain diet, our body's just going to follow suit with the results that are promised. But that is not how it works. First off, everybody is different, and second off, bodies are built for survival. So if you are putting them into, some kind of conditions that are not, that are too harsh on the body or too restrictive, or you're putting too much stress on the body, it's just, first off, it's not gonna work, and it may even backfire. For example, just a physiological process that happens in your body when you are not bringing in enough energy, aka food or calories, to fuel your body, your metabolism is going to drop slightly. So your metabolism is basically just like energy burning within the body. So if all of a sudden you're not bringing in enough calories, enough energy for your body to use to fuel everything that it needs to, do every second of every day, your metabolism is going to drop a little bit because your body's going to say, all right, we need to not be burning so much because we're not getting in the amount that we need. And then along with that, not only is your metabolism potentially going to drop a little bit, but also when you're not bringing in enough energy through food, through diet, your body is going to turn inward and start using resources on the inside in order to fuel it. So this would be burning fat. Yay! I'm sure everyone's excited about that. But more importantly, along with that, simultaneously, it's also going to be breaking down muscle in order to create an energy source for itself. So the reason we do not want to be breaking down muscle, we want to be protecting our muscle as much as possible, is because muscle in our body, aka lean mass, is a huge driver of our metabolism. The more muscle, the more lean mass that we have in our body, the more our metabolism is going to be cranked up, if you will, because muscle is super, super active. It is always carrying out processes. It is always doing stuff. Whereas fat just sits there. So the less muscle that we have, if we're not fueling our bodies properly and we're under eating, we're gonna start to burn away all of that goodness that is lean mass. So not only when you're under eating in the short term, you're dropping your metabolism a little bit, but you're also gonna be burning off muscle, and you're going to be lowering your metabolism in the long term, because the less muscle you have, the lower your metabolism is. So when people are under eating because they're trying to change their bodies, I just want to reach out and shake them and hug them at the same time, because your body is way too smart for that and it is not going to put up with that, and it's just going to end up backfiring. And by the way, this process of turning inward and breaking down fat and muscle for energy in the body, this isn't something that happens after days of under eating. This process can literally kick into gear 4 to 6 hours after you've had your last meal, because our bodies are firing on all cylinders all the time. They're always breathing, pumping blood, sending brain signals all the time, 24/7, 365, it never stops. Therefore, we are always in demand for fuel. And once we use up all of the energy from our last meal, guess what? That energy ran out, and how else are we gonna get energy? From our fat and our muscle. Our bodies have so much work to do, and we don't give them the credit that they deserve. Like I said earlier, we have multiple organ systems that are going all of the time. We have trillions of cells. We've got neurons firing all day long. There is a lot going on. It is so intricate, and honestly, it's amazing. And yet we denounce all of that and simply reduce the worth of our bodies to how they look on the outside. That's crazy. Our bodies have an incredibly long to-do list to carry out every single day. And when we start tweaking and manipulating and restricting and just generally messing with our fuel intake, our body is going to want to protect itself. So when you embark on a new diet, you may lose some weight at first, and however much weight you lose is totally relevant to, each individual person and body. But eventually, it's going to level off, because at some point your body is going to need to protect itself to make sure that it has fat stores and, energy that is available, fat to break down, so that it can make sure it continues to function. And if you're constantly in this restrictive pattern where you're trying to make it smaller and smaller and smaller, eventually your body's gonna say, no more, I can't function this way. I'm gonna hold on to all the fat that I have left. I'm not getting rid of a gram of that fat because I need it, because I'm not getting enough food. I gotta make sure that I am set and I've got plenty of reserves available when needed, because I'm certainly not getting it from food. If you put all of that energy that you put towards dieting and obsessing about food and your weight and exercise and how your body looks, if you took all of that energy and instead put it towards turning inward and learning your body's unique cues, what your body needs and what it's asking for, and also put that energy towards just loving your body for what it is, and for all that it does for you. How would that change your life? Stop trying to outsmart and manipulate your body. It is an uphill battle that you are never going to win. Whether you fall in that 95% of people who fail or the 5% of people who succeed, either way, you're losing. Work with your body, listen to it, trust it, nurture it, and my God, please love it. That is all for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you are enjoying my videos overall, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe and join my little community here on YouTube. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram too. I'm on there pretty much every day and would love to hang out with you on there as well. But that is all. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.